Started. Ava?
AG, congrats on your newest baby, first of all.
Thank you so much.
Scott Brooks was telling us that he would make fun of you at the beginning of the season, saying that he was better than you. When did things start? Was that news to you?
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
That's what he told us. When did things kind of start to click to you so that you were able to come off the bench and really fill in right away, kind of no matter the game situation, no matter the lineup?
Now that you mentioned it, Coach did say something to me before the last game. He said he thought I was trash at the beginning of the season. But I'm glad that he doesn't think that now. For me, it was just kind of one of those things where I just constantly keep working throughout the year, and my work will pay off. But for me, I don't know what the real change was. It was just Coach decided that there was a void that needed to be filled, and I just stepped in and tried to do that.
You guys have played with so many different starting lineups, combinations, things like that. A couple crazy ones tonight. Does that almost give you a confidence going into the play-in game? Like, it kind of, the combination doesn't matter. It's not like you're set in one specific rotation.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for this team is that, when everybody's had their number called, they stepped up. You look from top to bottom. There's guys on our team that'll go a couple months without playing. Then when they get into the game, it's go time. And they step in and don't miss a beat. So that's huge for us, because we have a lot of depth going into the postseason.
Fred?
What's going on, Anthony?
How you doing, sir?
What would you say makes you a good rebounder?
I would say we have a lot of people on our team who miss really well. So it makes it a lot easier for me to go get those rebounds. If the ball's not going directly in the basket, it's coming right there off in the front or on the side. But for me, it's just I want to be relentless. In an offensive rebound, I feel like I can help the team in that way. So I just go after it.
And after kind of the ups and downs that you guys had as a team this season, the 17-32 start, what is it like to know that you've officially clinched the spot in the play-in tournament? It's not going to end on Sunday.
It's huge for us. I think the Wizards are building something great here. And we all believe that in that locker room. Management believes it, the staff believes it. Everyone from top to bottom believes that we're building a great program, a great organization here that does it the right way. For us to have an opportunity to go into the postseason and make a run, it's huge for us, and we're really confident going into the postseason.
Benjamin?
Hey, G. Obviously, as a 28-year-old rookie, I think the expectations for you were a little bit different than most rookies coming into their first season. But for you, did you kind of notice the game slowing down for you? Because that's often the trope for a first-year player.
Yeah, I would definitely say it was an adjustment. I wouldn't say it was fast because I played professional, at a high level in Europe. And it's really competitive over there. But for me, the biggest thing was just trying to gain coach's trust. Like I said before, and like he said, he didn't know what I could do before, and just coming on the court and trying to prove every single day that I'm going to work hard and I'm going to be here for each of my teammates and sacrifice. And I try to put that on the court every single day.
Neil?
Yeah, Anthony, I'm wondering if you can clarify for us the dousing that you guys gave Russ in the locker room. Was that because he broke his own record or because you guys clinched in the play-in?
We actually didn't. It's a rule we're not allowed to do that now because it'll just be every single game to this point. So he ran in the bathroom and was yelling from the bathroom that we're not allowed to do that anymore. So maybe we'll get him a couple games. Maybe if he has a really big triple-double, we'll just surprise him one game. But, for Russ, it's a normal occurrence, and I doubt that he wants to get splashed with cold water after every single game.
Thanks, Anthony.
Fred?
Yeah, Anthony, I just wanted to follow up as well. Last time we spoke to you, I think we spoke to you before we spoke to any other player. And you had a really good game that game. And every other player that we spoke to said kind of the most glowing things and were really adamant about your work ethic and how happy they were for you. And I was just wondering what what it's like kind of as a rookie who worked as hard as you have to get into the league at this age, what it's like to have that respect from so many vets around the locker room at this point?
Obviously that feels good, to know that your hard work pays off. But these guys make it easy for me, to watch what they do on the court every single day. I strive to be, on the court at the level that they're playing every single game. So how do I get there? I just put in the work. And they, like I said, they make it so easy because they work just as hard as me. But for me, I like to outwork everybody in anything that I do. So I take it, that's competitive nature coming out of me a little bit. But it feels great to know that, those guys have my back just as I have theirs.
Christos?
Hey, Anthony, hope you are doing well. In the last couple of years, you used to play playoffs with Himki in EuroLeague. Now you are 2 games away to play playoffs with the Washington Wizards. How you prepare yourself about your playing tournament and what it means for you?
It means a lot for me. At every level that I've been at, I pride myself on winning. NCAA, we were a successful basketball team. We won a lot of games. I go to Kimki. We were successful. We won a lot of games. And I want to continue that here. Whatever I have to do to try to help this team out win. If that means going a whole game without scoring, if that means go 3 months without playing a game, but cheering everybody on, or if that means, actually getting in the game and contributing. I'm here for it, and I'm honored to be here on the court. But for me, winning is, the biggest thing, and doing it the right way is really important too, because we can win and, not be everything in order, everybody not having a good time. But this group is having a good time. We're all here for each other. We all love each other on and off the court, and we're here to support.
And also in Kimki, you have a teammate like Alexei Zved. In Washington, you have Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook. Obviously, it's not the same. It's not the same situation. But how important for you, and how important is to have so gifted teammates? And what did you learn from them?
Yeah, Alexei is a great player, just as Brad and Russ are. Alexei could be over here playing right now, but he has other obligations he wants to fulfill there. But for me, I think playing with him actually prepared me for being here on this team. You have a guy who Alexei is very ball dominant, and you have to learn how to play off of him. And that's a similar situation here. Russ and Brad are going to have the ball for the majority of the game, and okay, how do I help the team outside of scoring? I defend, I rebound, and I cut. When they don't have a shot, I have to present myself to try to do something to help the team.
Thank you very much. Keep smiling.
Thank you.
Fred, did you have another question?
No, I'm good, Kara. Sorry.
No problem. I think that's it then. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you guys so much.
Have a nice night.
Hey, Robin. First off, just wanted to congratulate you on becoming the all-time triple-double leader tonight.
Well, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not about who gets there first. It's about who does it best, right?
Right. Well, you got there really quickly. Didn't even know you were pursuing it. No, how, obviously a big night for you guys clinching a spot in the play-in. When considering the 17-32 start and the turnaround, does this maybe feel different than it could have if this season had gone a different way?
Maybe. I know we're all really excited we got this far, but we know we want to advance farther than just a playing game.
And when you guys are 17-32, I mean, is this something that you expected to happen, or were your feelings elsewhere?
I think we knew the kind of the quality of guys we had in the locker room, the caliber of players. I think it's important. It's huge that we just kept persevering and kept on grinding. Like I said, we still have more to do, but we just kept grinding.
Chase.
Hey, Robin, when you do look back at the tough times that you guys have overcome this season, kind of what stands out about the plight that you guys had to overcome?
honestly, I think what's great about it so far is how fun these, this last stretch has been for us. Playing where we think we can play at. I think we're aware we can get even better, but playing like we are, it's been a lot of fun for us. I think that's where we're making the memories.
And were you surprised that you didn't get a foul call on that play with Jared Allen to a technical? You look pretty surprised.
I was taken aback, I must admit.
Neil.
Hey, Robin, you alluded to it, you guys just kind of pushing through and getting to this point. You've been on a lot of teams previously. Do you feel that this team is special and, maybe that's just because of Russ's nature, that, this is a team that was able to push through that other teams probably might not have?
I think when you have a turnaround like that, there's got to be something special. There's got to be something special about the makeup of the team. It starts with Brad and Russ. I think it trickles down. We got a lot of guys that it's in their DNA, like that grit, that intensity, and I think it's really helped us. It's really helped us come together, harvesting that mentality.
Samir.
Hey, Robin. You guys are obviously 15 games under 500 on April 5th. From that point on, would you say on April 5th, that was your rock bottom as a collective group? And if so, how were you guys able to just kind of bounce back from that and get yourselves into the situation you're in today?
I mean, perhaps, I don't know that we've really been thinking about anything like where our rock bottom was. I think what's a big part of our mentality is that we've just been looking at the next game ahead of us, the next day, break it up into little bits and pieces, the next quarter, the next possession. That's been very key for us. And I think that's going to be huge going forward as well, particularly when you talk about playoff basketball.
Absolutely. And if you do, obviously you're going to make the playoffs, but if you do face off against the Milwaukee Bucks, what do you guys say about facing off against your brother?
I mean, I don't think he's really coming up in the scouting report, is he? Nobody's talking about Brock Lopez.
Thank you, Robin.
Christos.
Hello, Robin. Congratulations on the win. During the second half of the season, what did you notice as the biggest growth of that team, and how big is the confidence booster for you with the play-in tournament ahead of?
As far as the defensive end goes, I think a little bit of it was time, getting everybody together, getting everybody acclimated to each other on that side of the floor. But Gaff has been huge for us. Lex coming in and getting his feet under him. He's been huge on that end for us. I could go down the line pointing out players, but I think what's key is that we've been playing together on that end of the floor.
And speaking for Anthony Gill, what impressed you most about his game, about his approach on the game?
He's a really smart team player. He's going to go out there, he's going to work hard, and he's going to play within himself. He knows what he can do, and he's going to execute that to the best of his abilities.
Any final questions for Robin? I think that's it then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Russ, you guys clinched a spot in the play-in tournament tonight. Just after all that you guys went through this season, what does it mean to get to this point and have the turnaround that you guys did?
I mean, it's definitely a good feeling, just the start of kind of some of the things we're capable of doing. Obviously, ups and downs, and we're thankful to have an opportunity to be able to make the playoffs. Our job now is to take care of business on one more game and move us up in standings, hopefully.
And when could you kind of sense that this team could make the turnaround, or was in the process of making it? I mean, I know you've been pretty positive the whole way, but
yeah, I never doubted. Honestly, never doubted. I knew once we finally got healthy and everybody kind of was clicking, it would put us in a good position to be able to make a run, and we did that. We made a quick turnaround and put ourselves in a position to be able to be who we are now. So,
Ava.
you guys have had to perform with so many different combinations of lineups. You had a bunch of weird combinations on the floor tonight. Does that give you confidence moving ahead, just how ready everybody is staying? Are you happy with the level you're at from that standpoint?
Yeah, I think it's important. We're going to need everybody moving forward. Everybody's confidence needs to be high, playing at a level that they feel most comfortable. And everybody did a good job of that tonight. A part of my job is to make sure I find them and make the game easy for them as much as I can.
And you obviously had the ceremony with the jersey and finally got to kind of celebrate your record in front of the home crowd tonight. How nice was that? And how nice was it to hear some MVP chants as well?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Very appreciative, especially the organization and the people who put that together for me, and being able to kind of celebrate that in front of the home fans is always an unbelievable feeling. It's something that you always cherish. And, I think it's something that obviously I'll put up and hang in my house. So I'm happy to be able to have something like that.
Olivia.
Hey Russell, I congratulations on 183. You're just going to keep beating your record, and I heard that you got soaked in the clubhouse. But I want to know really quickly, what was your message to the team? Did you say anything to them about winning this game and finally getting into this play-in tournament?
No, nothing to talk about particularly. Just I wanted to make sure we have fun. My message is always a lot of times, a lot of pressure. To be able to release pressure, just having fun and enjoying the game. And I think tonight guys did that. I did a better job of just enjoying the game, embracing it, living in the moment, and we came out with the win.
And I saw the stat that it was your 7th straight game with 15 plus assists, and only John Stockton and Isaiah Thomas have done that. How does it feel for you as a player to be in the conversation with guys like that as you continue to grow your career?
I mean, it's an honor, man, to be able to just be in a conversation with guys like John Stockton, who's been able to got the assist title that nobody would never reach, be able to pass the ball. I take a lot of pride in being able to decision making and play making, and my job is to make sure I can make the game easy for everybody on the floor as much as I can, and I try to do that every night.
Fred.
Hey, Russell, off of that, you said the other night, and you've said a couple times, you feel like you're the best playmaker in the league. I was just curious, at what point in your career did you start to feel like that?
I've been felt like that. It's just that, things get overlooked just because of who I am and what I do and what I bring to the table. But like I said, and I've always said it, I'm a player that do a lot of different things. And at my position and in our league, I just feel like I'm the best playmaker because I'm able to do things and put people in position to make it successful, and that's a part of my job. But, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with thinking that at all.
Neil.
Hey Russ, we saw you were rocking a Elena Deladon jersey to the game today. It's obviously their 25th, anniversary for the league. What does the WNBA mean to you?
It means a lot. My wife played basketball, so women's sports in general is very important. I think a big word for me is just empowerment. When you've been able to see and understand the amount of sacrifices that women have to make, the amount of things they have to go through as women in sports in general. It's a different league, and I'm very supportive of all women in all sports, especially our home team here, the Mystics, especially in WNBA on the basketball side, because obviously us as NBA players want to make sure we support our counterparts, and that's the WNBA, because those women sacrifice and do the same thing that we do, sacrifice their time, their body, their mind, their energy, and they should be acknowledged for the things that they do, and should be rewarded for the things they do as well.
Thanks, Russ.
Anthony.
Hey, Russ, congrats on another great night on 183. I'm sure you've listened to J. Cole's new album, The Offseason. He mentioned you in the song Amari, specifically your classic Rockaway, Rock a Baby celebration that we all know and love. What does it mean to you that Cole shouted you out on this album, and what do you think of the album overall?
I haven't fully listened to it thoroughly, but J. Cole, I'm a huge fan of his music and a huge fan of him as a person more than anything. He's one of the greats, in the hip hop space, and to be able to be mentioned on songs and to be thought of as, all something that as a kid you always think about and hoping that you get named with the song. So to be able to have that, especially on his album, is it's pretty cool. I might say.
Ben?
Hey, Russ. Obviously, the season has been filled with individual accolades, broken records, and so on. I know you weren't too perturbed about missing the All-Star game, but at this point in the season, do you start to think about the All-NBA team at all, or is that kind of just not a thought?
No, I don't think about neither. All-Star NBA. I mean, listen, whoever picks it, I don't know. I think the media actually. I think you guys may pick it. Pick All-NBA, whoever that is. That doesn't deter anything that I do. That doesn't deter the mindset. Doesn't deter who I am. Doesn't determine anything in my life, actually. To be completely honest with you, I'm very grateful and blessed to be able to go out and play. I enjoy playing this game. I embrace it. My job is to be able to use the platform, regardless if I make All-NBA, All-Star or not, to use my platform to help other people, empower other people, and that's all I care about.
Last question to Brianna.
Hey, Russ. So kind of following up on the J. Cole question, how do you think that he will do in the playing for Rwanda in the Basketball Africa League? And what are you looking forward to and seeing in this league in their inaugural season?
I don't know much about the league, honestly, to be honest, but I know J. Cole can play. That's what I do know. And I just hope he does well and pray that he stays healthy and, he compete because I know he can play the game. And that's about it.
Have you played with him before?
I have not.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Russ.
All right.
And we will see everyone back here on Sunday.